Sorry. Well, sorry about that. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Barrett, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am on Wednesdays. Well, not always, but most of the time on Wednesdays, by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair, Jennifer Falah in Hayden, Idaho. Jen, how is your wonderful Wednesday today?
I'm feeling better. I got whatever crud is going around the last couple days, and so, but the Ivan is getting rid of it.
Yeah, we all missed you on Monday, but I filled you in with Mel Carmine, who is an aggressive guy. And so we had an entertaining hour discussion on Monday. Okay, guys. Sorry about that opening. I hit the wrong button. Jen, I had so many things to go wrong this morning. I spilled Dr. Pepper on my keyboard last night during Toxically Masculine Tuesday. I just slapped it right on top of the keyboard. So I turned it over and drained it. And I get up this morning and I hit like the number 2 and it types 4 plus XZ287. And I'm like,
Not good.
I don't think that's what's supposed to happen when I hit the 2 on the keyboard. So luckily,
Sticky.
I have another keyboard. I have a backup keyboard. Always important. And, Jen, in my older age here, my middle age, I keep knocking things over. I spill Dr. Pepper on my keyboard about every 3 months. I should just have a stack of them back there. So
God, I've always been that way. My dad, when we used to go out, and I'm like 25, and we're having dinner or something, I'll start talking, and he'll move my drink out of the way because he's totally sure I'm going to spill it. It's like, you're going to spill that? No, Dad. Don't embarrass me.
You don't put that in your head, because when you put it in your head, it increases the chances of it actually happening. So, that's just that's.
I have days when I'm brilliant and I do everything right, and then I have days where I drop everything, hurt myself, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So, one or the other.
Right, just double checking that we are live over on. We're live over. W Winters is now a monthly supporter. Little Red Castle, thank you, W Winters.
Thank you.
I'll try to make sure I get to your questions. So, meantime, while we await everybody to get in from the YouTube side, as they are slower to show up, we'll just go through our regular stuff and talk about all the things that. Oh, sorry, Jen. Got the CBD gurus sticking in your head again. So let me take that out there. Okay. You can always slide over to mikebarrett.blogspot.com, where you can pick up all of the shows that we've been doing. Toxically Masculine Tuesday last night. Maybe you can guess the exact moment I spilled my Dr. Pepper onto my keyboard and ruined. I really like that. It's a very nice keyboard. Anyway, pick up the shows. Watch my Ancient Aliens and JFK lecture from the New Living Expo here. It's over on Odyssey. Look at articles I've written in the past. Watch my videos on the Calvine UFO photo. I don't know what's going on with the analysis of the USS Omaha video, but I got to get that going. Interviews with crazy people like Marina Sarin in the UFO community, and just pick up my books, anything else going on like that you might want to pick up. It's mikebarrett.blogspot.com. Now, I have a request of this audience, which is, if you're on Twitter X, Anna Paulina Luna yesterday announced they're going to do an investigation of JFK, 9/11, and government secrecy, meaning UFOs. Okay, so get over there, and when she posts or send her tweets, tell her to get Mike Barrett on the panel. Tell her he's got great documented information about the JFK assassination, and he knows everything about aliens, and he knows all about what's on Mars. Whatever, just use your own words, but get over there on X, please, and send her a tweet, and let's see if we can get a little momentum here to get me to talk to her committee about what I know that will be valuable. Because if we don't get me on there, everything she's gonna discover is gonna be wrong. The conclusions are gonna be wrong. It's gonna be fucked up, because the people that they're usually talking to are either disinformation agents, or dumb shits. All right. Also, please do not forget to get over to the Rumble side of the house where all of the real action happens. Rumble is where you want to be. You want to be on the channel Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We got about 4.7 thousand followers. We need a lot more than that. Get over there, follow us, share us, hit the like, thumbs up button there. And one of the cool things about that also is that you can slide on down in the lower right-hand corner, hit that red subscribe button, and for a mere $5 a month, you can subscribe to the show. That's the best way to support the show. It makes Jen happy. It makes me happy. And who doesn't want to make me and Jen happy? It's just, it's like not a Patreon. It's just a way to, support the show in a low-key way. Doesn't cost you very much, and it helps us quite a bit. Helps us keep the show doors open and stuff like that. And then also, please, you can also hit Rumble Rants over there. And the advantage of those is that your questions go to the top of the pile. You get to the top of the slush pile when it comes to question and answer time. You get to, I don't want to complete the purchase. I don't want to subscribe to myself. All right. It's the best way to support the show and get your questions answered first. That's a cool thing. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the CBDGurus.com. You can also slide over there to the wholesale tab where it says Mike B Wholesale. Click on that. Type in the discount code ALIEN. No A, no capital A, no S, just ALIEN. And get this week's specials right now. You're also picking up some Bolivar. Occasionally, Matt throws in some Dong, some Dinar for your purchase. So when you buy something from him, he throws in a little currency for you. And they got stuff like the gummies, the Delta 8 gummies. Don't take a whole one like Mike did. The immunity formula, the pain cream, which is wonderful stuff. The pet oil for your pets. And the Take America Back Trump t-shirts are awesome. So pick those up, from Matt over at the CBD Gurus. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, MikeBarraPets.com, where you can get all kinds of holistic, mushroom-based supplements for your doggies, your kitties, your horsies, and even yourself. Click the Shop Now button. Slide on in there. I've got Barkley on the Mojos and the Mush Puppies. He's running around like a 5-year-old. He's a little slow to get up out of his stance. He's like a football player that's a little slow off the ball. But once he gets going, he's running around like a maniac. They've got the Super Sauce, the Pet Balm, brand new product, the Chill Doggies. Chill Doggies are great for dogs that have anxiety, don't like fireworks. Get him a Thunder shirt, give him some Chill Doggies. Your dog will be calm. Mush Ponies for the horses. And the Enforce line of mushroom-based reishi mushroom and Coriolus versicolor mushroom supplements for human health. They boost your immune system. They take care of your organs like your pancreas, your Enforce Clarity for your brain function. And they got gummies. They got all kinds of cool stuff. They got chocolates. They got coffee. They've got Body Balm. And I understand the coffee is really good stuff. And they've got starter packs. So slide on over there to MikeBarraPets.com. If it's about your pets, send an email to MikeBarraPets@gmail.com. Diana is a certified pet nutritionist. She will get your doggy or your kitty or your possum or whatever on the right stuff. That's MikeBarraPets.com. Also, please do not forget to hit there's a link in the description, the ACN family of companies. They've got ID seal, ID theft protection, Flash Mobile, gas and electricity. If your bills are too high, get on over here and check out the services offered by the ACN family of companies, because they will give you the same service for less money. They'll cut your bills in half in some cases. My favorite one, the most important one, is Impact Health Sharing, which basically replaces your expensive health insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's 1/3 the cost. It pays better. It pays the doctors more. They want to take it. Every doctor takes it. You can go to any doctor you want. There's no networks. There's no referrals. Just boom, show up to a doctor, give them your Impact Health Sharing card, and get your medical services. And again, it's about 1/3 the cost in most cases of Blue Cross or Blue Shield. Absolutely awesome people over there. Also, link in the description, Legal Shield. I just did a Friday show with a guy from Legal Shield. We talked about all the different service plans. It's very cheap, anywhere from $29 a month to $59 a month, and you have legal advice right on your phone, right at your fingertips. You get pulled over by a cop, You launch the app. You pick out a guy does traffic in Nevada. Boom, he's on there, and you just said to the cop, "Here, talk to my lawyer." You don't have to deal with any of this stuff. It's a great, awesome service. I also got the Gun Rider because I'm a gun owner in Nevada, and God forbid I have to use my gun in a tough situation. I can just get the right guy, right consultant on the line. Discounts on all kinds of stuff like trusts and wills and living wills and all that stuff. They are wonderful people. All right, and Jen, why don't you tell us what the heck is going on over at jenniferfala.com?
Okay. Well, if you'd like a reading with me, if you'd like to get a healing, you can go to jenniferfala.com. Right now, I have the classes on sale.
Yep.
I believe.
$222.
Half off.
Yeah. Half off.
You want 9 video classes to learn to do what I do? You can get them now, half off. And you can also, if you would like to become a private student of mine, email me. I'll make you a deal on the first 4 private coaching sessions. And then we'll get you started. And I walk you through the whole thing. I tell you what to watch. I give you exercises. There's a lot more teaching and content available in the private coaching sessions than just in the classes. Also, if you would like to, what did I have to go in? I had the weight loss healing. So we got a 3-month combo up there on sale.
Yeah. Everything looks like it's on sale this week. So, yeah.
Well, not everything, but we've got a 3-month combo. We have 2 sales going on. Those are going to go down quickly. So get in there, take advantage of it. This is 1 per month weight loss healing. This helps you. It's kind of like hypnosis. It's a fat burn. It's a metabolism boost. And it's also what I'm doing is kind of like an age regeneration, which is a supercharged immune system. So things start working again. And basically my, trying to do the med bed before you get to the med bed. So like,
there you go.
Get on in there today. You can also reach Susan Gretz and Marcy Howe there. They have links up. They do not work for me. Email them after purchase with them. And that's it. Go to jenniferfala.com.
That's what's going on over at jenniferfala.com today. Okay. I do not have, is it breaking news or is it a news update? Good question. I'm just going to call it a news update. All right. So you guys know, or you should know by now. We got to see how many. Okay, so we got about 2,000 of you guys in the stream today. All right, so that's good. And we're about to get to Gentel for this week. Because Jen, you haven't done any Gentel yet this week. You haven't put anything out yet. Ooh, I'm excited. It's like that moment when you get the girl back to your place, and it's like, she gets down to the underwear, and you're like, okay, we're there. We're at the underwear phase of the Gentel. All right. So, news update. I have 2 bond guys. One bond guy gave me an update last night and talked about gold. And then Trump started talking about gold currency. So the other bond guy has been seeing his commission in his bank account since like October. Well, today he suddenly decided that he's going to come out tomorrow and visit his visit my contact. And the attitude, and he refused to talk about why he was coming out or what he was doing, but he has promised my contact that he will be helping him out financially when he, the bond guy, gets his funds released. So the implication is very strong that his funds have been released, or he is assured that they will be released by tomorrow. So that's why he's coming out to visit my contact. And I spoke to the contact directly. Usually I go through an intermediary, but I spoke to him today, and they're all very, very certain that he's either got the money already or about to get the money. I don't see him packing up his car and hitting the road unless he already had the money. So that's where we're at. That's the biggest update I have in terms of news. Jen, do you have any comments on that or no?
No.
All right. So Jen does say she has some Gentel. We will check out what is going on there. And Jen, I'm just going to turn it over to you and let you hit it.
Okay. Good morning. This is Gentel for February 12th, 2025. It's interdimensional meditation. Jesus and the whole team. I went into meditation on the 6th level of heaven and asked my questions. RV News. Now, things were said, and I tried to interpret what was being said, so I may be a little bit off on this one. But Michael kept saying their wallets are full.
Mm-hmm.
Their wallets are full. And so I was asking questions about that, and I'm like, whose wallets are full? And so I believe that this has to do with other tiers. It could have to do with crypto. There may be something coming with that. But I think it's other tiers. So in other tiers, wallets are full. Those who have not received funds will have them deposited by the weekend. Possible by the end of the day today. Then he just said New York Stock Exchange and would not elaborate on that. I said, what about the stock exchange? And all he would tell me, all I got out of that was watch it. So we're keeping an eye on the stock exchange. All right. I said, what was the delay last week or last weekend? And he said, rocks in the stream of the flow of funds. Sometimes they'll tell me this when it's a big story and they're just trying to explain it really quickly because they only have a short period of time to keep my attention before I start thinking. Okay. Rocks in the stream of the flow of funds. The problem has been eliminated. I said, what is the plan for notifications to make appointments for Tier 4B now? He said, within a week, Monday. I was asking, I didn't put it in the Gentel, but I was asking about a published rate for the Iraqi dinar. I think I got the 17th. Is that Monday?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Just so happens to be Monday. Grain of salt with that one. Coming in the news. Now, these are things that I heard today. I didn't see anything. I heard hunting fugitives. Hunting. Emphasis on hunting. Heard that very clearly. Second bullet point. Waves in the Pacific. Another bullet point. Banks and cryptos. And I thought I heard banks tied to cryptos. Do with whatever you want with that. All right. So now we've got more earthquakes, Pacific Rim. And I asked, why so many earthquakes? And he said, to eliminate hiding places. No, he said underground tremors from war to eliminate hiding places. So basically what we thought it was. Another bullet point. Elon wakes up the masses. So Elon's going to do something, and this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be fun. Okay. Then I heard trains or planes, sound pretty similar, collide. So I think we're going to have another incident. And then right after that, I heard government action, and that could be separate or it could be connected to whatever trains or planes collide. Now this one, I heard it, so I wrote it down. Giants found. Everybody just got excited. Giants found. Now, I don't know if that's they dig up giant bones in the ground or like giants come walking out of a cave somewhere. I don't know that. All I heard was giants found. I don't know if it's like big cabal bad guys found. but giants found. Last one right after that was lakes, like a body of water, lakes. Okay. So let's walk through it. You want to walk through that?
Giants found is
I know.
Anunnaki found under the lake. Okay, sounds good. Maybe Lake Mead drains and there's freaking 8-foot tall guys there. That's bizarre, interesting, and
I don't know if it's a headline that comes out.
Yeah.
Sometimes this stuff will come out and it's a clue, like, okay, something's going on with this story, and here's the headline, and I'll get a bullet point for that. So we'll see.
Yeah. So that's very curious. Let's go back over the RV timeline again real quick. So you got we could hear something as soon as today. Can you repeat that part of it again? I want to make sure I heard it right.
Okay.
Because I wasn't actually paying attention. Should have been.
In other tiers, wallets are full. Those who have not received funds will have them deposited by the weekend, possibly by the end of the day. And then New York Stock Exchange.
Okay, so that does sound like the bond level people at tier 3 and tier 4A are getting their money. So that probably means that my contact who got contacted by his contact that's looking at the money, maybe he did get paid, or maybe he's about to get paid today. And I do know, I will say this is also the person who was in on a conference call with someone, and Trump came on at the Treasury and said, sorry about the way you've been treated. We're going to get this all done by the end of the week. That was last week. Didn't happen last week.
That was Trump that said that?
It was Trump who came on the call, apologized for the way they'd been treated by the previous administration, assured them the grown-ups were back in charge, and this thing was going through. That was the report last week. And then it didn't happen. So it could be happening now. So that could be what we're talking about.
Okay.
So that would be consistent with what I heard this morning from my contact and his contact. So, and then the last thing was we would see public notifications about a new rate the 17th. Right?
He said, I said, what's the plan for notifications to make appointments for Tier 4B now? He said, within a week, Monday. I was trying to get, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I was trying to get the date that it will go on the Forex.
Right.
And the first thing I heard was 7th. But I'm like 17th. So I don't want to do that. Let's just wait.
Okay, you got 7th. You said 17th. It may be that it's already on there and they're not showing.
That's what I think, because if they're getting paid and wallets are being full.
Yeah. Then
but this whole thing with the wallets, I mean, he was that was a very strong word, wallets. I mean, why talk about that? Right. I mean, why refer to it like that? And so when we talk about cryptos,
crypto wallets. Yeah, I mean,
so I'm not positive on this, but somebody's getting paid. Somebody's wallets are going to be full. Okay, one way or another. So
yeah, that's an interesting choice of language. See, the thing about that is that if it went on the Forex on the 7th, as people like TNT Tony said it did or was supposed to, then you can get payouts to lower tiers.
What did they say last time? Because I was just totally dumbfounded.
You could be getting these payouts could be happening, and that could be what we're hearing.
Okay, so the language last week was interesting too. When we got that the rate would be posted on 2.5, 2.8, there were rocks in the streams. There were problems with other countries' currencies, and they fixed that. So we've still got some moles in there making trouble for us.
I understood. My understanding was supposed to happen Sunday. It was supposed to happen Sunday, but there were two nations that when they when they activated their QFS that they glitched out. So
And then we saw this glitch, right? And I got all excited. I thought it was on there. But the language last time was that there would be on 2.5, there's be adjusted rate for the public. Bank and exchange screens would be much higher. Info of that will leak and cause excitement. But that's kind of exactly what happened.
yeah, because we had the 90 cents thing on Saturday that Mark showed on his phone, where the dinar rate was 90 cents on a currency site. And my speculation was, what's happening is that you have these groups that made agreements 15 years ago, 20 years ago in some cases, for a certain rate. And at that time, 90 cents seemed like a pretty good rate. And I think what they were doing is they throw the rate up there, and then they pay those groups out, and then they put the rate back to the artificial program rate.
The public rate doesn't have to match their deal. That's a private deal.
Yeah. But
it just has to be posted. So what I thought happened.
Yeah.
Okay. When I saw that, is that what I got is that they had to have that kind of blip. All right. Like show up at a lower amount so it doesn't cause a lot of panic. Like everybody goes rushing to the banks.
Mm-hmm.
Because it triggered the other currencies somehow. And if we've got people being paid now, so then they pull it off. Okay. Because they're not done with the other tiers, get them paid out. So if it did go on for just a minute and it wasn't published in the Gazette, okay, don't start emailing me. I understand that. But if it went on for a minute, because when that went on, I totally felt like that's legitimate. I mean, like, it's on there. But then it was gone. And I'm not just trying to be right, but like, I think that somehow triggered the other currencies to get into position or rise or whatever it is, or be available so that they could pay them out. But they couldn't pay them out because of these problems we had last week. So it's confusing. But kids, let's just start from where we are now once again. All right. Getting a little tired. I've thought about quitting. I have thought about quitting, but I'm not a quitter. So I'm just going to keep coming out here and doing it. All right. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. But interesting this week, what we got. Really keep an eye on the stock exchange. I feel like there's a crash coming. I do.
Okay. What do you think about there's stories floating around on Twitter X that Trump, has let leak out that they're thinking about going to a gold-backed currency. Do you think that is really coming from Trump? And is it just simply setting up the mindset, putting it out there in the thought process that this might be something to do, that they do? Is it cover for what the work they're already doing?
So what did he say?
He didn't say anything.
Well,
He's
then I
talked
wouldn't
about
trust
gold,
it.
but there's rumors floating around that along with the proposal, we're going to get rid of the income tax. There's rumors out there that we're going to go to a gold-backed currency sooner.
Well, several Gentiles ago. Yes, we are going to a gold-backed currency. That's the whole point.
We all know that.
He has wanted to do that for many years, or his whole life. There was something talks about. All right, so on 121, we got talks about the USA changing their currency will start next Monday, 127. So I believe that people have been talking about that is something that we need to do. Now we're starting to hear higher up people flirt with that idea in interviews and things like that. So yes, I do think that we are going to gold. That's the whole point. That's why we're having an RV.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
No, but I don't think Trump himself will leak anything until it's time to condition the public about what's coming.
Well, so you still think that there's going to be a crisis then, like a stock market crisis followed by a gold standard. They're back to that plan now.
Something has to happen to justify it in the public eye.
Okay. Maybe they've simply made
Because
that decision.
it's not just inflation, because he can fix inflation and the economy with what he's doing now. So it has to be something that happens that's like, okay, this is kind of out of our control. We need to do something big to fix this now. So I don't know. I don't really think that Trump will leak anything until he wants to. I'd wait for an official post from him on anything like that.
Now, did you
I have suspicions, okay? And I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I have suspicions that we have until that they plan to make this announcement at the State of the Union. If everything
wouldn't
goes
that be
well, and we
interesting?
can get this RDP done before that.
Yeah. He could do a State of the Union. I don't know that he's got one scheduled right now, but he could do a State of the Union. I think
Yeah, he does. It's like on the 4th.
in March. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be a really interesting time to do that. So, I wonder if they'll try to kill him again like they did in 2020. Probably.
Well, they're always trying to kill him. They're trying to kill everybody right now.
All right. Over 3,000 of you guys now in the stream. Jen, it's interesting how the audience grows as we go along here. But over 3,000 of you guys in the live stream. We do appreciate each and every one of you. And now we're going to move to questions. This is the time of the show where you guys line up your questions about a person, a pet, a place, something you want to do, but you must include your real name and the name of the person or pet or entity that you are asking about. That's very crucial for Jen to get connected. Guys, I'm reading what some of you saying about my volume. I don't know what to say about it. I was on a show the other day and they're like, oh, you're so loud. Boom, turn it down. I turned it down. I'm on a show yesterday. Oh, I can't hear you. Turn it up. I turn it up. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All I can do is yell into my microphone as best I can and hope that it gets recorded. I don't know why it fluctuates so much. I'm connected to my microphone. I mess with the volume. I'm just doing the best I can here. And hopefully it will be loud enough for everybody to hear me. So, all right, Jen, let's get over on the Rumble side of the house. We're going to pop out the chat. And then I'm going to share that. And we are going to get to today's questions. And we have Jen till 11 o'clock, give or take today, or until she gets sick and tired of answering questions and and stops talking. So there we are. All right. Starting out again. Thank you for the God dang it. Did we lose some questions? Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that from you guys. And let's go through here. All right. Why is YouTube always so far behind? Because they are waiting to see what we say so they can censor us. I do know the algorithm. You have to be careful the first 5-10 minutes you're on because that's what they scan the most to see if you say anything inappropriate. So let's go there. Gary asks Jen, good morning. Question for Jen. I have a mole on the left side of my neck. I have an appointment for removal. Will it be all right?
They're going to say we'll test it, but it's fine.
You know, when I was like in my 20s, I used to have this huge mole right in the crease of my ear, gigantic big thing. And, you know, I took it off and it's like, there's never a scar or anything. I don't know. Some of those can be really easily. That's no big deal. Cheryl C is here. Okay. Kathy wants to know, this is my dad, Glenn, with 2 N's. Passed 18 months ago. Does he have a message for us? And what is his favorite thing in heaven? That's a great question. Kathy wants to know about her dad, Glenn, with 2 N's. Does he have a message?
Okay, let's limit the mediumship connections today because I'm still sick. It's a message for who?
It's for Kathy with a K.
Just that he loves you and he misses you.
Yeah. That's sweet. What's his favorite thing in heaven? She also wants to know.
Drawing.
What?
I think it said
Drawing.
drawing.
Oh,
Art.
nice. Yeah, my dad was a golfer, and I asked him once in a mediumship, not with Jen, with somebody else, and what was his favorite? Did he play golf up there much? And he said, "No, it's too easy. It's too easy up here, so it's not as much fun." 6 inches of snow last night for Christine Packer. Nice. Christina L wants to know, I keep hearing med beds are ready. Are they really ready? Are they ready to go?
Not on the street. Depends on
Well,
what you're
I mean,
talking
are they
about.
physically ready? Like when they release them, can we go start getting people in them right away?
You get in with a special ticket on a military base. They've been ready. They've been
They're
using
using
them.
them. That's awesome.
They've been using them for like, I don't know, a long time since COVID.
God, I'd really like to get into one of those just to have the general healing, without all the organ rebuilding and all that. That would still be cool. RFK.
They've been using them for whoever the military has authorization to treat. The problem with getting them out on the street right now, until we get RFK and Elon and everybody else to change the insurance companies and the medical and the big monster that is big pharma and everybody that wants to stop something like that from coming out. The biggest problem is like the liability insurance and everything to have them on the street and treat the public. So something was passed or happened, I don't know, a couple months ago. And that so that the military could invite civilians onto the military bases and treat the public when it was not a wartime scenario or like, catastrophic event. That happened. So yeah, I'd say they're ready, but we have to get a private ticket to have a secret,
Yeah, to go there. And you
session.
probably have to be quiet about it after that, right? RFK
Right.
Jr. confirmed. I don't know that that's true, but I know Tulsi was confirmed this morning. Let me double check X and see if that's true. Okay, Tulsi's confirmed. A lot of Anna Paulina Luna news. God, really? Let's RFK Jr. Oops, okay. Sorry, I know this is the most exciting part of live streaming, is when somebody goes and looks something up. He passed the Senate cloture vote, and now they have a final vote, so he's not confirmed yet, but he is in.
RFK. That's
he's in the
huge.
process. He's not confirmed yet, but
we need that.
Cheryl says, "Can you please see if my adrenals are causing my issues, or is it something else?" Cheryl with an SH.
Well, they're all connected. It is the adrenals malfunctioning, but it's connected to the thyroid somehow and the pituitary gland, and they're all connected. So there is a malfunction there.
Carolyn with a C says, "Will I get my dang taxes straightened out?"
The dang taxes. In the spring.
Firins, I need your name, hun. I can't tell you what your destiny is. I don't know your name. Got to get your name in there. CSPIVEY Jr. gifted 5 subscriptions to Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Thank you. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Spivey.
So what does that mean?
Well,
I mean, like, do we give things to people?
Okay, so TikTok got a membership. Ricky Shan, Bakemeyer, Tim Barfield, people all got subscriptions. Thank you. It's really cool of you to do that. What do you guys think about the judges trying to stop Doge? Will this be over soon so they can do their work properly? As far as I know, Doge and Trump are just ignoring these judges and just continuing.
Yeah, that's what I got. They can't
they're
stop
just doing whatever they want to do.
The way that he set it up with
Yeah.
Elon, because he didn't go through the regular process to be confirmed as a cabinet member. And it's like a temporary
Yeah,
position.
it's a 2-year position, and then Trump can reappoint him to something else, make up something new. So yeah, it's
So he's running around laughing like, you can't touch
but
me.
I think they will. I think they will probably be done within 2 years. They're definitely moving at light speed. James Michael loves the show. Thank you. It says my dad just died, and I need to wrap up his business before I move to Tennessee. Finally, any idea when I will finally get out of Michigan and get to Tennessee for good? That's James Michael. He's trying to wrap up his dad's business, his estate.
I think you're out by May.
Monday? May. Okay, sorry.
It takes longer than you think.
I went to see Cheap Trick on Saturday, and I'm like, I'm destroying more of my hearing for these. These guys have destroyed more of my hearing than any other band out there, but it was loads of fun. Went with Jim and Regina. Didn't need my earplugs. It wasn't that loud. It's like, wow, you can actually play a concert and hear everything perfectly and it not be so loud that your ears bleed. I didn't know that. Megan Angus says, Jen, I have an interview today. Will I get the job?
Yes.
Michelle E wants to know about her sister-in-law, Teresa S. Should she take the severance for 6 months from the IRS or wait and hope she gets her full retirement in 3 years? Interesting question.
I can't make that decision for you, but I do think that it's probably in your best interest to take the deal now.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a new retirement.
Yeah, they're probably going to get rid of the old plan. Robin wants to know if she'll buy her dream home in Florida.
You will buy a dream home in Florida. Not sure if it's the one you're talking about.
Rosie wants to know about her granddaughter, Hannah. She just moved in with me. She's 18 and a senior. Will she graduate and stay out of trouble?
What's the name of the person?
Rosie is asking about her granddaughter, Hannah, who just moved in with her. Wants to know if she'll graduate. She's 18. Will she graduate and stay out of trouble?
She'll graduate, but you need to really keep an eye on who she hangs out with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diana was wondering when you see that she might get into a med bed. My skin is so thin, it doesn't take much for me to rip it. Thank you. Don't get a cat. It's Lady Di.
August for you.
Okay. Donna says she was laid off a little bit ago after 25 years in the mortgage business. Jen, you previously saw me retiring. I'm currently looking for work. Will I find a job first or retire?
I said, does she go back to work, Gabriel? And he said she does not.
Okay. Getting close to a peace announcement with Ukraine and Russia after Trump's call with Putin today. Yeah. When do we see a peace agreement reached in Ukraine? Any thoughts on that? That's not mediumship.
Like really soon, like Thursday or Friday.
Okay, great. John Brewer wants to know, will he get the home in Conway, Arkansas, or the 96-acre place in Livington, Texas? Or will he get both?
Texas is more probable. I'm getting a no on the other one.
Okay, Holly wants to know: will my husband and I's travel to and from the Redemption Center be uneventful?
You'll be okay. You'll get there, but it's like you guys are going to experience like this. Like I don't even remember driving here. You know, like
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You're so excited you won't even remember the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going out dancing and drinking, and then sometimes I'd wake up the next day and I'd go, I don't remember driving home, but yet here I am.
Well, that's a different
Here I
story.
am.
That's probably not
Yeah,
okay.
Dragon
Yeah.
John is a monthly supporter. There we go. Okay, John Brewer again. Maria wants to know: will my daughter Sabrina's divorce go in her favor?
Mostly division of assets. They still want to split it down the middle.
Guys, I'm just gonna comment in here. It's not a good idea to ask questions about something you have to make a decision about. Jen can help you make a decision by giving you information, but she can't tell you which decision to make. That's up to you. So those questions kind of get passed over. Cool Raul wants to know if Marcia and him will make it to Las Vegas this weekend.
Yes.
Cool. If Iraq doesn't have a rate, they can't balance the budget. That is correct. Greg Holgerson. Greg Olgerson? Oh, either with an H or no, I don't know. Wants to know his guardian angel's name.
It sounds very close to Philip in the middle of it, so let's call him that. He's okay with that. You okay with Philip?
Good. He's okay with Philip.
Mhm.
Okay. Amy wants to know whether her son Michael will get the job working with wildlife, the engineering position, or will he stay where he is? Amy asking about Michael. Wildlife, engineering, or stay where he is? Wildlife. That sounds like more fun. Anyway, Frederica with a $5 Rumble rant. Cheating election 2020 says, I had a dream Mark Z had a backpack full of money and was walking. Yeah, well, that's coming in the future. Frederica, $5 Rumble rant. Thank you, Frederica. Hi, Jen. Social workers are threatening to get lawyers involved in Navia's case to see if they can take her from me. How does this work out? Will the RV get us away? She's stressed out about it. She wants to know what's going to happen.
That's a big question. She doesn't get taken away from you. I can tell you that.
Good. Karen said, Little Red Castle, $5 month subscriber, says, my husband Dave and our sons are scheduled to go to South Africa in April. Do we need to prepare for anything or even change our plans? South Africa does not seem like a good vacation spot right now. Karen and Dave in South Africa.
You don't need to change your plans.
Okay. Watched Phil last night for about the 30-minute mark. Yeah, we watched Phil last night so he could tell you what I told you 3 weeks ago, which is that there was a big meeting in Reno around the treasury from a whole bunch of big shots. It's like, thanks, Phil. Jen and Mike, do you think the RV has to go before fuck Ramadan? I don't know. Does it?
What the hell is that?
Some stupid.
No, I know what that is, but like, when is it? It's March
of February. It happens like 5 times a year. I don't even know what it is. I don't care what it is.
What we need from Iraq is a posted rate.
Okay.
That's all we need from them. Then we do our own thing. From the timeline that I'm seeing, Possibly, yeah. They need to get it done before February's over.
Our stud, Super Dave, aka Pork Chop, just gifted a subscription to Real News Live with Mike and Jen to Bobby Brunell. $5 a month, Little Red Castle. Thank you. Jen Marie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, is everyone associated with your classes successful with your classes, or do they need to have a special affinity or talent in the area of developing their intuition? Could I be successful in this area? Everybody has intuitive skills, right? It's just a question of
Most of them, I think I'll answer that, thanks, but most of them have been successful in what they wanted to achieve with it. So when you become a private student, the first thing I do is evaluate the gifts that are present now, ask you what you'd like to achieve, why you'd like to do it, what is it that you'd like to improve, and we focus and tailor make it to that objective for that individual person. So if somebody just wants to, they're already doing psychic readings, but they'd like to be focused more on healing, we focus on that. I still teach them everything, but as time goes on and they come back to me with, so people are more successful if they do the work and they're dedicated to it. But if they keep coming back to me, no, I didn't do anything this month. No, I didn't do anything this month. No, I didn't do anything this month. Well, you're not going to get anywhere.
Tulsi Gabbard is the new director of national intelligence. Yes, that's true. Michael C., Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, you told me it would be 2 years before I find my special lady. Why so long? Probably because you're not ready yet, Michael. But we'll let Jen tell you why it's 2 years.
Sometimes it's really not because you're not ready. It could be you asked about the special lady. There may be ladies in between. Okay. But you asked about the special one, the one that comes, the one that stays, the one that's a major player in your life. And if she's not ready, then it's going to take
2 years.
Some time.
Carissa said, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, I'm sliding out of my 30s and into my fabulous 40s today. I just know this will be my best decade yet. Does Jesus have any message for me on what I can expect for my 40s?
That's my girl. Happy birthday, Carissa. I didn't know it was your birthday today. Free reading for you.
Don't give her my time.
What was the question? No, she's amazing.
Does Jesus have any special messages for me on what I can expect from my 40s?
It's a lovely ride from here.
Okay.
That's what he said.
That's good news. Lou.
That's a good student right there. That girl is doing the things, was a student of mine, and she is doing all of these things. There are many of them. And I'm so excited because someday I'm going to have this awesome team to do things with.
Cindy says, I've been having unusual birds flying over my house this morning. A bald eagle, 2 red-tailed hawks, and a Black Hawk military chopper. Are these messages of comfort for me?
That's interesting. First thought was, well, what is in your area that they want to eat? But then the helicopter, it doesn't fit. What's the message from that? Eyes on the sky.
Eyes on the sky. There you go.
It's trying to get you to focus on the sky.
Yeah. Maybe you're going to have a big UFO sighting coming up and you're going to take video of it. It's going to go viral and you're going to get rich and you're going to be on Piers Morgan. Okay. Hello, Mike and Jen. Deb M here. My husband, Mike, has been having stomach issues. Can you tell me what might be going on? Deb M.
There's a virus around that hangs around for like 3 weeks. I think that's all it is.
If you can get your hands on some ivermectin.
Now that is a sensitive area for him. I do see that blanket of yeast or candida at the bottom of the stomach, and that is making everything that hits it really sensitive. And like when sugar and carbs hit that, it just creates this cloud of gas and this big reaction. So, but he has been fighting off something for a couple weeks now.
Even Michelle says she's hurt her right shoulder. Is it going to heal on its own? It's really painful.
You got a problem with the ligament. That's probably not going to fix itself.
Diane Y wants to know whether her and her husband Jay are going to travel to Europe or the islands this year.
Islands.
Okay. Red, White, and Blonde doesn't give her name. Hi, Jen. Guess who I'm holding right now? The baby Trinity that you said we would get with the pain in the butt caseworker. Took a long time, but she's here. Congratulations, guys.
Aw, congratulations.
Super Dave, aka Pork Chop, with a $50 Rumble rant. Thank you, Super Dave.
Dave.
I remember when he used to give us 100, though, Jen.
You are never happy. I mean, if there's anyone that's ever not happy with what they get, it's this one.
I feel grateful. Thank you, Dave. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm happy about some things. It's just, I got bigger plans. Okay, Dave wants to know, will I have problems getting my dad's house sold next month, or will my brothers be jerks and make trouble? Thanks, and love you for what you do.
Oh, they're going to be jerks, yeah. They're a bunch of jerks.
Jerks.
I think you get it done. I do, but I think they're going to try and get in the way.
Sweet SMU project. Okay, I don't have a name. You got to give us your name, folks. You really have to. Okay. But let me ask a question. This person feels like her project manager is not telling the whole truth or any truth about me to owners, or lying completely. I didn't get a raise. Any word from my guides about this?
You're right. Your intuition is correct. You need to go about it.
I will say this. I've been through this situation before at work, and I usually don't do anything about it. But were I to go back in time and do these things again, I would go to the boss's boss and tell him everything that's happening, how full of shit these people are. I try not to make trouble at work, but in retrospect, I should have. Sarah, with an A, wants to know if she's going back to real estate or in a different industry or straight to humanitarian projects.
Name again?
Sarah.
The path has been opened up for you to move into that humanitarian focus.
Robin B. Jen, please tell me what's going on with my left arm. It feels like it's disconnecting at the elbow all the time. Oh, that can happen.
So he says it's like ligaments, and it's kind of like
it
tennis
feels
elbow.
like the elbow is disconnected.
So look that
up. Renee Cleveland is asking for a little healing. She says, I think I might have pneumonia or bronchitis with a stomach flu. I am so miserable.
Name again?
Renee Cleveland.
Okay, healing set.
Lisa, $20 Rumble rant. Thank you very much, Lisa. Jen, do you see me and my boyfriend Craig in the house we have picked out on Ono Boulevard in Orange Beach, Alabama?
Not that one.
Not that one. Jesse Firefly is now a monthly supporter, $5 a month. Thank you, Jesse. Joe wants to know if Trump has the same executive power to sign an EO to revalue an ounce of gold to whatever he sees fit, just like FDR did back in 1934, according to the Selective Gold Reserve Act of 1934. If FDR can do it, Donald Trump can do it. So the answer to that is yes. Wendy says, I'm having trouble with my legs. Doctor said it was Lyme disease, but blood work says no. Can you see what's wrong? And will I get in the med bed soon? Everybody wants to know their med bed date.
It's vein health. You've got some very thin veins. It's not blood clots or anything. It's just some almost collapsed veins in the legs. It kind of reminds me of like somebody with varicose veins, and they start to have problems. So they may be able to treat it that way.
Rosemary wants to know, do you see Social Security going up to where people can afford to live comfortably?
Yes, very soon.
That would be welcome. Jessie says her daughter Kim is going on a trip to meet a new guy. Will it work out? Jessie's asking about her daughter Kim.
Going on a trip to meet a new guy?
Yeah.
My mommy just got
I know. I would say don't do it. Don't do that. Yeah.
Let me look. If she doesn't like him, she'll come back. She'll be fine.
Cindy says, Mike, you're so funny. Yes, I've seen many UFOs out there daytime Tic Tac spotting. I know I'm funny. It's like, yeah, I try to be funny. As funny as I could possibly be. Okay, let's slide over to the YouTube side of the house and get some questions in. Jalinda says, my husband lost his job. Do you see him getting a new one? If so, when? It'd be great if we had his name, Jonda. Maybe she says it later on.
If he needs it in about a month.
Okay. If he needs it in about a month. Hello, Mike and Jen. Jen, could you tell me if any past family members care to come to visit me? That's kind of a mediumship question. I clicked on that before you.
Well, that's basically a look in. It's not a connecting to them, but it's a look in to see if anybody's been around. That's easy enough. Woman. Interesting. There has been actually a woman, a man, there's a child. I don't know, 10, 12 years old, something like that. I don't know if you're aware of that one in this life. There's a friend who's been around. Male. You also have an earthbound in your home that walked in. Not a bad one. Don't talk to it. We're not quite sure about it. But
you've always got.
Well, people are like, oh, let's talk to it. It's like, well, we're not absolutely sure yet if that is an earthbound or a demon, or has an earthbound with a demon attached, and that's why they're here.
Wow. Okay, we're up over.
I want to get a house cleanse. Marcy does that.
You've always got somebody around you. There's always people looking in on you. Sabrina says, my son Logan and I have had this influenza B for 2 weeks now. We still have the cough. Again, all I can say is get your ivermectin from Dr. Brooks Agnew. It usually takes care of anything viral very quickly.
I don't know if the girls and I just got run down because all three of us have been working so hard, just constantly. Or the weather dropped, but it feels like we had the same thing again, the exact same symptoms, and then we all take the ivermectin so we don't get it full blown. But I kind of wonder. I mean, it was like 3 weeks ago or a month ago that we had this, and I'm thinking, did we just still have it?
Your immune system gets beat down, and again, there's immune system boosters over on CBD Gurus and MikeBarrettPets.com. Get the Coriolis Versicolor Enforce Plus for immune system boosting. They work great when you have those run down feelings, because when you're run down, your immune system is weak and you catch stuff.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite game. My whole life, I'll burn the candle at both ends, and I'm like, I am absolutely fine. I'm doing
and
I taught these girls to do that too. So
and then you just hit the wall and you get sick and you can't do anything for 3 or 4 days. Which only puts more stress on you, because then you get behind on the things you would have been doing. So.
Well, like with me, I can't stop. I'm booked, I can't stop.
Hi there, Paul here. Daughter Valerie's cat, Mister, passed away on Sunday. Very sorry. It was very traumatic for them both.
Sorry.
Any message from Mister on why it went down that way instead of being peaceful with the vet? Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Just that's mediumship, I guess. But Mister, I'm sure he's doing great now where he is. Sorry.
It's a little more difficult for me to connect with a cat. It's not coming fast enough.
When it's time for them to go, they
I do know that he did cross over and he has been back and I saw him sitting with her on the bed. He doesn't understand why she's not okay. So
when they go, they just go the way they choose to. Nothing you can do about it. I prayed for me to just wake up one morning and Aurora was already gone, and it just didn't happen that way.
It's so hard. I've had to put pets down, and I always have to do it by myself. I always have to do everything by myself.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, let's do it.
Rebecca says, we go for a meeting today at Chase Bank Wealth Management at 3:30. Prayers are greatly appreciated. Yeah, I hope they tell you something. Well, this currency that you're holding is going to be very valuable in 2 days. That would be great.
Do not report back to us if that will affect you negatively in any way. But if you can.
Possible. Yeah. Laura says, my old cat isn't doing well. Can you tell me what I can do to help him? Or is he ready to go over again, MikeBarraPets.com. Send an email to Diana, MikeBarraPets@gmail.com. MikeBarraPets, one word, @gmail.com. Tell her the symptoms. See what she can do for your kitty.
Well, I can tell you what I did, and also, but I don't really want to suggest anything over the air, so go talk to Kimberly Reck.
Oh, also a good call. Kimberly saved her kitty
because it's the same thing I did.
Yeah, she did powder. She broke pills up into powder, but yeah.
Oh, I got the liquid put on the back of the neck. It's so much easier. It just absorbs into the skin.
So, but do all those things. Talk to Kimberly Reck. Talk to Diana. Get them on the pet supplements. Get her on and you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed that these cats can be on the brink of death's door. You're ready to put them down, and 5 years later, they're still going strong. If you get them on.
All right. Let's do a rapid fire. I got to get going in 5 minutes.
I'll try to. Will the Federal Reserve be eliminated? Yes, I think I can answer that one. Yes.
Let me look.
Yep. QFS monies will be in a wallet. Patriot Hero points out that's true. They're going to be in a digital wallet.
Really? Are those that are waiting now? Are their monies in a wallet?
I would think so. Yeah. If everything's tied to the QFS system, then yeah.
Because it's interesting that he used that word.
What is Elon's next big reveal? The government was manipulating stock markets and inflation, causing a major crash. It could be. It could be that Elon comes out and says, guess what? The stock market's value is only about half of what it really is right now.
Oh,
we found out they've been pumping billions to keep it going. That would probably bring a crash.
So would we get it coming in the news? First of all, we got up here stock exchange and New York Stock Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a bullet point after I was talking about the RV. And then back down in the coming in the news, we got Elon wakes up the masses. And we're told to watch the stock exchange?
That makes sense, Scott. Good call. You might have it right there. We'll keep an eye on that.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, Scott also says State of the Union is March 4th, the start date of inauguration of the Republic. That's correct. I think we should go back to the March 4th inauguration, but I don't know. 6 months for Joe Biden to cause trouble. Okay. Christine wants to know if her tooth or sinuses are causing her the pain that she's in.
It's the sinuses. It's deferred pain down to the teeth.
Go to a doctor. Get on antibiotics.
She knows. She deals with this for many years.
Okay. And hopefully this is one of the things that gets cleared up soon with MedBeds. Do you think all the pain I'm in is from my back surgeries? Anytime I have any tests done, they see nothing wrong and I just don't get it. That's Kelly Schlut. Schlut. I don't know how to say your last name,
you got some nerves that are either pinched or just almost pinched. And when the inflammation in your body gets big, it squeezes them. And that's where your pain's coming from. It is coming from the back. I'm down in about the midsection, maybe waistline for a woman or below, right there in the back.
Micah said Jovan Pulitzer explaining why QFS is real, launched by Trump along with QFS watermarks on the 2020 ballots and counted by the National Guard in the 12 battleground states. Very interesting. Yeah. Are we ever going to really get the truth about what happened in 2020 in the next 2 years? Let's say, are we going to get it in the next 2 years? The 2020 fraud.
Around August this year.
Great. Leslie says, I'm broke. Sorry, my name is Leslie. My sister is Lynn. Her dog, Punky, always barks at a certain cabinet area in the kitchen. What is he seeing?
Check for mice.
Check for mice. Okay. It's only mice.
There's something getting in there. It's coming from the walls in the attic.
Makana Jacques said, or Janelle J. Jen, thank you so much for my healing as I've received comments on my weight loss. You shared previously to expect delays in my trip. Do you still see delays? And will I return safely?
It depends on when your trip is, but let me take a look. Not anymore. Short delays in travel, maybe.
Carol says I got skipped in Rumble. Sorry about that, Carol. Maybe we'll see this one when will Carol W be moving to Arkansas? Will it be a house with land?
January.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while.
I suppose you're talking about Ukraine, Rick. Jen, are we getting a real number? I mean, are there really as many casualties in this war in Ukraine as we're being told? Or is it way less than that?
It's less. It was all to ramp up funding. Justify funding.
Christine wants to know if she's going on a vacation beginning of March to visit a friend. Is he the one? The one or A1?
A1 is a better way to describe that. Well, a possibility there, lady. That goes good.
Okay, so yeah, and you're welcome on Mister. We love helping pets on this show. Jen and I are both big pet lovers, and so is Diana, MikeBearPets.com. You guys with pet issues, get in contact with Diana. Can't hurt, right? It cannot hurt. So
okay, I've got 9 minutes until I have to be on the phone until 5.
Jen needs to take a break, so we're gonna let Jen go, get on her readings. Thank you for being here. Jen and I will be back on Monday and Wednesday next week, and then Jen takes the next week off after that. I think that's fine because I think we're gonna be RV'd by then. That's just my personal gut feeling.
Thank you for your approval.
So Jen can have that week off. Absolutely.
Well, my Katie's having oral surgery.
Yeah.
On that week, so it's a mommy thing. I'm just like, I think I need that week off, and then there it is.
Plus
26, she's gonna go in.
You're burned out. You need a break anyway. So
I do. I'm not burned out yet.
I don't know. Yeah. You don't want to get burned out. That's the thing. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Great show. Tons of you in the stream. We appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button on whatever platform you're on, whether it's YouTube or Rumble. Don't forget to subscribe, $5 a month. Rumble rants are always accepted. We love you guys. We appreciate you being here. What else am I doing this week, Jen? I don't have anything scheduled for Thursday or Friday yet. If I get news, I'll probably update you guys. But I am on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight, and this is your pre-Valentine's Day dating advice, guys. There's going to be different advice for if you have a woman versus if you don't have a woman. So you want to
really want to get a woman? Come and sit by me, and I'll let you know how you get a woman. All right. If you want to stay single, go talk to him.
Talk to your Uncle Mike. I'll get you. Well, all right. I'm not going to say that. All right. We will, for once, the first time in my life, I'm withholding what I want to say, even though it's hysterically funny. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate you. We will see you on Monday. Hang in there. Things remain exciting and feel very, very close on this